Thanks, Steve, for joining me today.
My pleasure.
Why don't you just go and introduce yourself and tell me about what you do?
Well, my name is Steve Barnard, and I'm organizer, caretaker, responsible person for a non-project I started here in Ashland a while back called Project Art Kids. And our goal is to just bring art to all kids and bring kids to art. And be able to do it so there's no expense, there's no rules, there's no time that they have to do the right thing, the wrong thing. They can just come in and create and have a wonderful time and be expressive. And on top of that, we exhibit their art during the first Friday Art Walk so the public can come in and see it as well. And I've been doing small shows out of my store down A Street, getting collections, or I should say exhibitions of art from grade schools, daycares, the YMCA, things like that, where a class would do a theme and then we bring it in and hang it on the walls on First Friday and keep it up for a month. And so now we've taken another step into starting these workshops for kids. It's called the Hook a Kid Up with Art workshop. And it's at the Ashland Art Center on Mondays, around the last Monday of the month. But we'll have flyers and notices and things, dates out on our website. And anyway, so what we're doing with this new step is the general public is showing up. We had a workshop yesterday, the first one, where it was just whoever came in could draw, paint, and perform, and it was outstanding. It was blowout. It was packed. And you know, when I came in and was looking at it myself, something happened. I saw that it was more than what I was thinking about, because I was just thinking about kids, and kids having an opportunity to get excited and be expressive and have fun. But what I saw was a family affair. Parents being involved, not just helping their child, but actually getting paintbrush and paper themselves and painting with the kids and just having a fun time with their kids. And I just blew me away, because it was more than I was thinking about, more than I expected. So it just gave me a wonderful feeling for our first real workshop. And then so we had about 40 kids. We got a lot of art that we're going to have on display March 5th for the first Friday, right here at the Ashland Art Center in the Creative Spaces area.
It's really awesome.
You know, for myself, my youngest daughter is 18, just graduated from Ashland High last spring. And before that, I was a single parent for 3 kids for about 15 years. And so I really appreciate what single moms do, believe me. I know, I get it. And what I found is that there's not enough time. You know, if you're trying to work and support a family and take care of kids, get them to school, get them to doctor, all that sort of thing, you know, you run out of time to have fun, or not enough time to have fun. And so we started this last year. It was kind of a family affair, because my daughter is one of the fire spinners that performs here in Ashland, and we would rope off the parking lot at our store and have a couple of her friends and her spinning fire at night during the art walk, just to attract people over, so then they could say, hey, come here, look at these, look at these, look at these, you know. There's one art by 1- and 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, and it just looks fantastic. And the thing, some of it we frame and hang on the walls, because you frame it, you hang it, it looks as beautiful as any gallery art you see anywhere in town. And it just does something to people. They look at it, and that's what I hear from people too. It's like, wow, that looks like, you know, something that should be in the gallery in here. But for me, it's just been a personal thing. I was doing it because it made me feel good to put an opportunity for kids to be creative and hang their art and have the public enjoy it. And it's just continued to grow every month into what now is a pretty big process. Our workshop yesterday was about 40 kids, and that was just, you know, going out and hanging a few flyers and talking to a lot of people. And it was a great turnout, and that's what we expect here in Ashland. But the best part was, it was not organized. It wasn't a school class. It wasn't a Head Start program. It wasn't a daycare where kids are doing this as an assignment or as a fun project in class. This was kids from everywhere, even from Talent and Medford. We saw on our sign-up sheets that kids were coming from quite a ways just to be part of this. And that's just an awesome feeling. Now, one of the missions that we have, Project Art Kids, is our original project was to raise funds to provide 100 art supply kits for the pediatric wards at Roe Valley Medical Center. Yeah, and we're working on that. We've got a lot of donations over the last few months of art supplies of all kinds. And I have a print shop here in town where we use our recycled paper and put together sketch pads and drawing pads and put some easel boards together with this whole setup so that the kids in the hospital who are in care and really have nothing to do but watch TV can be creative. And maybe that'll be just a little incentive, a little help, something helpful in the healing processes. It'll be fun anyway. Give them something to do. And that was the main thing we started out with in the beginning was how can we put something together, raise funds, and make this gift possible. And so we're getting closer now. We reached this step where we've got an identity in the community, and people are coming in. The buzz is out. People heard about us and are coming to be a part of it. So at this point, we're having monthly workshops at the Art Center, and then the first Friday shows. And at the end of March, we'll have a fundraiser at T's Restaurant here in town. And hopefully that'll turn out quite well as everything else has done so far. And that should put us in a good position to complete the mission of 100 art supply kits for the pediatric wards.
What do you feel like is the importance of kids being expressive and being creative?
I think the importance of kids being creative is that it helps them build ideas in their head. They learn to think creatively. They learn to express themselves openly and freely, and that's something that's really, really needed. Compared to what life for kids was like back in the 50s to what it is now, there's so much technology and so much freedom that kids can lose their creative identity at an early age because they're playing video games and other tech toys and things. And right now, to capture that creative spark when they're 1, 2, 3, 4-year-old, any age, even after that, but especially under 7, to get that creative spark going right then, it's so important because it's a developmental thing that's going to happen. And I'm not an expert or well-read on these sort of things. It just makes sense to me.